In this video, I want to show you how you can use OBS to record your screen for completely free. So if you want to create a course or you just want to record your screen for any reason, you would need to have a proper screen recorder. And OBS is a very popular and free screen recorder that you can use to record your screen. So in this video, I want to show you how to use it, how to install it, and the settings that you need to have in place so that you get very good recording and audio. So the first thing is you want to come to your browser and you want to search for OBS projects, or you can search for OBS Studio download. Anyone is fine. So it's going to take you to the OBS website, and from there you can install the OBS software to your computer. So OBS is primarily for computers and not for smartphones. So if you come to OBS project, you want to click on the first link you see, which is obsprojects.com. So they have it for Windows, for Mac, and for Linux. So you just want to select the one that is suitable for your computer. So personally, I use a Windows computer, so I can just install Windows. But I already have this app installed, so I'm not going to install it. But once you click on download, you should see the download started somewhere right here. So after downloading it, you just need to install it as you would for any app or software that you have installed on your computer. So after that, you want to open it. So I'm just going to open the OBS. So after your installation, this is the interface you are going to find. So we need to do some settings so that we can get the best results from OBS. OBS is very flexible and it gives you a lot of room to do a lot of things. So we are just going to look at how we can maximize that for the better result. So first, if you come here, you see that we have scenes, we have sources, and we have audio mixer. So scenes, this is where you have like everything that you want to have under one umbrella. So you can have multiple scenes and multiple sources, and just to keep things organized. So for instance, let's say you come here, you click on scene and you want to name your scene. So let me call this good guy. All right, so this is going to be my scene name, and this scene will have sources. The sources are the things I want to use to create this scene. So consider this like a house, and this would be the rooms and the properties that makes up this house. So in case I have specific needs to record a particular screen in specific ways, I can just organize them this way. For instance, I have my main scene, I have this one, and I use them for different things. So if you create a scene, you need to add sources. All right. So if you come here, the first thing you probably want to add is what you want to capture, which would be your screen. So you want to come and select display capture. That's the first thing. So if you have multiple displays or multiple screens, you can also name them. So let's say I just name this one off for no reason. So you can see I already have two screens here. You can click on OK and you want to select the screen. Of course, it automatically picks the screen you have, but if you have multiple screens, you can just come here and select the different monitors or screens that you have. So I have one screen as the primary monitor here, so I cannot select more than that, but I'm going to say OK. So OBS now knows that it needs to record my primary monitor or screen. Now I also need to add an audio so that it can pick my audio. So you come here, this is the audio input capture. So you can name it whatever your mic is. So let's see again, I want to name it off for no reason. So you can click on that and you can select the device, which will be your microphone. So I have 3 microphones here, but I can pick one that I want to use for this particular scene. So again, I say OK, and we are basically ready to start recording. However, if you want to capture your webcam, you can also do that. You can come here, click on webcam, click on add, and then you can do a video capture. So if you have a webcam, it's just going to pick it. Personally, I do not use a webcam, so I'm not going to add that, but this is basically how you can add it. So you are now basically ready to start recording. But one good thing with OBS is that you can even use OBS to make your audio sound better. So if you have a mic that is not so quality, OBS allows you to add some filters so that it will become like good stuff, or if it can improve it. And the way you can do that is from your sources, make sure you select the microphone, and on top here you will see filter. So you click on filters, and OBS has this issue where the windows, the popping out windows or the pop outs, they don't really align. So you have to resize it. So you want to hold down shift and then you just resize it to fit your screen. So if you resize it, you see another plus sign, and this is where you can add the equalizers that you want. So for instance, we want to add noise suppression, which would help us reduce background noise. So I'm just going to say OK and add the noise suppression, and then you can add like a compressor if you wanted, and then you can add an equalizer if you wanted, and then you can also add a limiter. This is basically the things I would add personally, but you have other options if you wanted, and this is basically going to help your audio sound better. So that's the first setting you would want to do. All right, so you close it. These are the first settings, or the things you need to do, the basic things, and you can basically start recording. But before then, let me show you some other settings that you should also do for better results. So if you come here, you click on your settings here, you can go to OBS and set different things and personalize even further. So from here, you can change the language, and then you can change the theme. So this is the default theme, but you can click down and select another one if you wanted. So let's say I want to change it to this one. It's going to take a few seconds, and then it's going to change the theme of the entire software so it appears differently. So as you can see, the theme has changed, and you can also say maybe hide OBS from Windows. So if you don't want OBS to be recorded by other stuff or other recorder, you can hide it, but we don't really want to do that. So if you come down, you see different settings that you can do. You can do anything that you want, but this is all we want to do right here. So if you come to output, this is where you can set your output mode. Usually keep it to simple. So you can select your video bitrate, your hardware, your encoder. You can select where you want all the recordings you do to go to. So you can just create a folder so that everything will be somewhere. So I created a folder for myself called OBS recordings. So everything I record here will go there. That helps me keep things organized. So for the recording quality, you can basically select this one, which is very good. So if you select this one, you are going to have a lot of very large size. So you just keep it to this. So your recording format, you can record in different format like MKV, MP4, MOV, and all of that. I use MP4. You can use whatever you want. So MP4 is good for me. The video encoder, of course, we keep it to H.264 and all of that. So you want to come to the audio, and the audio you can keep it at 48 kilohertz. You can select if you want it to be mono or stereo. I usually use stereo. So you have other things that you can set right here, but you can just leave it this way. So if you come to video, this is actually very important, because sometimes if you record, your screen will become very blurry, and this is usually the reason. So when you select your screen size, depending on the screen resolution you have, so I have like 3 screen resolutions, and I set it to the highest. So here, the output, you also want to make sure that it matches the main resolution so that it doesn't get blurry. So for instance, if I set it to anything lower than this, it might get blurry unless I keep it to within the range. So just make sure that everything is the same as the main resolution. So you can also change your video frame rates. All right, so you can just leave it to 30, which is very okay. You can set hotkeys if you wanted. You can set accessibilities, and then we have other advanced settings that you can do. But we are basically ready. Once you are ready, you can just click on this. You can save all the changes that you've made, and then you can click on start recording. And OBS has started recording, and I'm going to put the recorded part of this video just so you see what it looks like. And this is the mic I'm using for this, so the mic would sound slightly better than it is. And this is how you use OBS to record your screen. So once you are done recording, you can just say stop recording, and it's going to be saved to the folder that we created, and all our videos would be there. So I hope this video helps you, and if it does, please like the video, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. My name is Good Noel. I'll see you in my next videos. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.